Haydar Baba, dünya yalan dünyadır. Süleyman'dan, Nuh'dan kalan dünyadır. Oğlan doğan, dərdə salan dünyadır. Her kimse her ne verip alıbdır. Əflatundan bir quru at qalıbdır. Haydar Baba, yar yoldaşlar döndülər. Bir məni çöldə qoyub çöndülər. Çeşmələrim, çıraqlarım söndülər. Bilməzdim, dəngelər var, dönüm var, etkinlik var, ayrılık var, ölüm var. Dearest friends, Allahu Akbar. On behalf of Mrs. Roshani's beloved family, I thank every single one of you for being here today. Mrs. Parveen Roshani, not only was she an amazing mother to her children, but also a radiant light in every community she ever lived in. The Edmonton Baha'i community was blessed to have her amidst our community for many years. She was truly a gem, a caring, joyful, and a very wise friend to many individuals. And not only here. She lived in many communities throughout her life and touched the hearts of many individuals. Personally, my memories of Mrs. Roshani goes back to our first days of our arrival in Canada, and I will always remember her loving smile, her warm and welcoming spirit. In Baha'i writings, we read that our life on this earth is only the first stage of our spiritual development that extends throughout eternity. When we outgrow our physical form, or in other words, when death occurs, we proceed to the spiritual world, which is our true reality. Perhaps we term it death because of our short-sightedness. Maybe a more proper term would be a more abundant life, as it is a step forward that we take on the path of our spiritual development. I'd like to think the physical being of mankind as the seed of a beautiful flower. Death looks as though finally breaking out of the seed that encloses our true reality, allowing our spirit to be free and to truly begin to grow and blossom like beautiful and magnificent flowers. A program has been prepared for you today. We will all enjoy it. Before we begin, I'd like to ask everyone to preserve the spiritual atmosphere of our program. Please turn your cell phones onto silent or off so that we do not get disturbed. There will be a portion of the program assigned for open prayers. If you wish to offer a prayer and you have not been asked to do so, please wait for that portion. I will come and let you know when that will be, and you will be more than welcome to share a prayer if you wish to do so. Thank you.
مناجات هنگام صعود روح که در بالین محتضر تلاوت نمایند و بعد از صعود روح نیز تا قبل از دفن تلاوت می شود. قوله تعالی هو الله تعالی شأنه عنایت و الطاف. سبحانك اللهم یا الهی اشهد بقدرتك و قوتك و سلطانك و عنایتك و فضلك و اقتدارك و به توحید ذاتك و تفرید کینونتك و به تقدیسك و تنزیهك عن الامکان و ما فیه. ای رب ترانی منقطعا عن دونك و متمسكا بك و مقبلا الی بحر عطائك و سماع جودك و شمس رحمتك. ای رب اشهد بانك جعلت عبدك حامل امانتك و هو الروح الذي به ازهرت الحیاة للعالم. اسألك بتجلیات انوار نیر ظهورك ان تقبل منه ما عمل في ایامك ثم جله مزینا بعز رضایك و مترزا بقبولك. ای رب اشهد و تشهد الکائنات بقدرتك اسألك ان لا تخيب هذا الروح الذي ساد إليك عن فردوسك الأعلى و جنتك العليا، عن جنتك العليا و مقامات قربك یا مولا العالمین. ثم اجعل عبدك یا الهی معاشر اصفیائک و اولیائک و انبیائک فی مقامات التي عجزت الاقلام عن ذکرها و السن عن وصفها. ای رب ان الفقیر قصد ملکوت غنایک و الغریب وطنه فی جوارک و العطشان کوثر عطایک. ای رب لو تختنه مائدة فضلك ولا نعمة جودك إنك أنت المقتدر العزيز الفضال. ای رب قد رجعت إليك أمانتك ينبغي لسماع جودك وكرمك الذي أحاط الملكك وملكوتك بأن تنزل على ضيفك البديع نعمتك وآلائك وأسمار أشجار فضلك إنك أنت المقتدر على ما تشاء. لا إله إلا أنت الفياض العطاف الكريم. الغفار العزيز العلام. أشهد يا إلهي بأنك أمرت الناس بإكرام الضيوف، وإن الذي سعد إليك قد ورد عليك، إذن فأمل به ما ينبغي لسماع فضلك وبحر كرمك. إني وعزتك أكون موقنا بأنك لا تمنع نفسك أما أمرت به عبادك، ولا تحرم نفس من ولا تحرم من تمسك بحبل ألطافك، وسعد إلى أفق غنائك. لا إله إلا أنت الفرد الواحد المقتدر العليم الوهاب.
He is God, exalted is he, the Lord of loving kindness and bounty. Glory be unto thee, thou, O my God, the Lord omnipotent. I testify to thine omnipotence and thy might, thy sovereignty and thy loving kindness, the grace and thy power, the oneness of thy being, and the unity of thine essence, thy sanctity and exaltation above the world of being, and all that is therein. O my God, thou seest me detached from all save thee. Hold fast unto thee, and turning unto the ocean of thy bounty, to the heaven of thy favor, to the day star of thy grace. Lord, I bear witness that in thy servant thou hast reposed thy trust, and that is the Spirit wherewith thou hast given life to the world. I ask of thee by the splendor of the orb of thy revelation, mercifully to accept from him that which he hath achieved in thy days. Grant then that he may be invested with the glory of thy good pleasure and adorned with thine acceptance. O my Lord, I myself and all created things bear witness unto thy might, and I pray thee not to turn away from thyself the Spirit that hath ascended unto thee, unto thy heavenly place, thine exalted paradise, and thy retreats of nearness. O thou who art the Lord of all men. Grant then, O my God, that thy servants may consort with thy chosen one, thy saints and thy messengers in heavenly places, that the pen cannot tell, nor the tongue recount. O my Lord, the poor one hath verily hastened unto the kingdom of thy wreath, of thy wealth. The stranger unto his home within thy precincts, he that is sore athirst to the heavenly river of thy bounty, deprive him not, O Lord, from his share of the banquet of thy grace and from the favor of thy bounty. Thou art in truth the Almighty, the gracious, the all-bountiful. O my God, thy trust hath been returned unto thee. It behooveth thy grace and thy bounty that have compassed thy dominions on earth and in heaven, to vouchsafe unto thy newly welcomed one thy gifts and thy bestowals, and the fruits of the tree of thy grace. Powerful art thou to do as thou willest, There's none other God but thee, the gracious, the most bountiful, the compassionate, the bestower, the pardoner, the precious, the all-knowing. I testify, O my Lord, that thou hast enjoined upon men to honor their guest, and he that hath ascended unto thee hath verily reached thee and attained thy presence. Deal with him then according to thy grace and bounty. By thy Lord I know of certainty that thou wilt not withhold thyself from that which thou hast commanded thy servants, nor wilt thou deprive him that hath clung to the cord of thy bounty and hath ascended to the dayspring of thy wealth. There's none other God but thee, the one, the single, the powerful, the omniscient, the bountiful.
O Tanrı'dır. İnayet ve lütuf onun şanındandır. Sübhansın sen ey ilahım Allah. Ben senin kudretine, kuvvetine, saltanatına, inayetine, fazlına, iktidarına, zatında bir olduğuna, varlığında tek olduğuna, imkandan ve ondan olan her şeyden mukaddes ve münezzeh bulunduğuna şehadet ederim. Rabbim, görüyorsun ki senin özgenden kesildim, sana yapıştım. Senin ihsan denizine, cömertlik göğüne ve rahmet güneşine yöneldim. Rabbim, ben tanıklık ederim ki sen kendi kulunu kendi emanetine emanetçi kıldın. O emanet, hayatın alemde zuhuruna vasıta ittihaz buyurduğun ruhtur. Senin günlerinde işlediği işleri ondan kabul buyurmanı, zuhur güneşinin nurlarının parıltıları yüzü hürmetine senden dilerim. Ve sonra sen onu razılık zinetiyle zinetlendir, kabul süsüyle süsle. Rabbim, ben ve benimle beraber bütün kainat senin iktidarına ve şehadet ediyoruz. Sana yükselen bu ruhu, senin yüceler yücesi cennetinden ve sana yakın olan makamlardan mahrum buyurmamanı senden dilerim. Sene yaratıkların Mevlası ve sonra ya ilahi, onu kalemlerin zikrinden ve lisanların vasfından aciz kaldığı makamlarda seçkinlerinle, dostlarınla ve peygamberlerinle arkadaş kıl. Rabbim, bu fakir senin zenginlik melekutuna gitti. Bu garip senin yakınındaki vatanına yöneldi. Bu susuz senin ihsan kevserini istedi. Rabbim, sen kendi inayet sofranı ve cömertlik nimetini ondan eksik etme. Sensin güçlü, sensin ulu, sensin inayetli. Rabbim, senin emanetin sana geri döndü. Senin cömertlik göklerine, senin mülk ve melekutunu kaplayan keremine yaraşan odur ki, sana gelen bu yeni misafiri nimetlerinle, yemeklerinle, inayet ağacının yemişleriyle bol bol izaz eyleyesin. Sen dilediğine muktedirsin. Senden özge Fezzal, Feyyaz, Attaf, Kerram, Gaffar, Aziz ve Allam bir ilah yoktur. İlahi, sen insanlara misafirperverlik emrettin. Sana yükselen bu ruh, senin bir misafirin. Kendi fazıl semana ve kerem denizine yaraşanı ona yap. Senin izzetine yemin olsun, sen kendi kullarına emrettiğini, sen kendin yapmabazlık etmezsin. Senin ihsanına güvenerek, senin zenginlik ufkuna uçmuş olanı hayal kırıklığına uğratmazsın. Senden başka tek, bir, bilici ve bol bol verici Tanrı yoktur.
هو لبها ای خداوند بی‌مانند، این مستمند به درگهت افتاده، شوریده و آشفته، شیفته و دل داده، طلب آمرزش از برای مادر مهربان می نماید. تو بخشنده یگانه، و دهنده هر آشنا و بیگانه، آمرزشی فرما تا سبب ریزش باران رحمت گردد و پرورش جان آن کنیز محترم. تویی بخشنده و مهربان، و تویی پاینده حضرت یزدان. عبدالبها عباس.
Parveen Roshani was born in Tabriz, Azerbaijan, Iran, on February 6, 1933. She was the first of 7 children of Masood and Batul. She has 4 sisters and 2 brothers. She was 14 years old when her mother believed in Baha'u'llah, and the entire family started attending Baha'i gatherings in Tabriz. Her father, Masood, had given up being a clergy and had walked 100 kilometers from his village to Tabriz to find another profession for himself, years before he was a Baha'i. He worked most of his life in accountant and was very business-minded, and gradually owned the biggest house in Tabriz and had several properties that he rented out. Parveen, at the age of 14, assisted her father for collecting rent and many financial affairs. This gave Parveen abilities to know maturely about finances and able to manage finances in future when she lost her husband in persecution. Despite her father's disapproval, Parveen joined her high school ping pong team and won championship of Azerbaijan. Every time she was in ping pong competition after school hours, her father would come to school to ask where her daughter is. The principal of a school had made it a duty to bring up subjects to discuss with Masood and not let him figure out that his daughter is competing in ping pong championship. With the help of teachers and principal of high school, Parveen could continue hiding, playing ping pong from her father. When Parvin was 15, just 1 year after the whole family became Baha'i, her father wanted her to marry one of the richest men in Tabriz. She managed to inform the spiritual assembly of Tabriz that this marriage was not her intention and was her father's intention. Assembly had talked to Masood and had informed him that as a Baha'i, he cannot force his daughter to marry somebody. 8 years later, Parvin married Sirus Roshani, an army medical student who was very active in Baha'i community. Sirus encouraged Parvin after marriage to go to university and continue her education, something that her father had deprived of her. Parvin continued her education after having 2 children and finished her final exams for her bachelor degree when she was pregnant with me, before I was born. Parvin, and this was discussed in detail in Edmonton Women Conference in City Hall in 1998 in Edmonton. Parvin was a teacher for grade 1 to 18, grade 1 for 18 years in the poorest areas of Tabriz, and had many stories about appreciative, hardworking children who looked after themselves. The last 6 years of Parvin's career was being a phys ed teacher for junior high school for boys. Parvin taught them how to play soccer and how to compete in competitions against other teams in Tehran. As a 7-year-old child, I remember that when Parvin and I would get off taxi to go home in the main avenue, on 37th Avenue of Gisha, the boys would throw the ball, soccer ball that they were playing in the street to my mom, and my mom shoot it really high. They were all my mom's students who she taught to play soccer. As a physician, Sirus loved to help people, even after long hours of working in hospitals of Tehran. He welcomed neighbors who would come over for medical treatment or questions at the end of the day. As a mother of 3 children who worked full-time and volunteered in Baha'i community, Parvin was very welcoming to neighbors coming over at the end of the night to seek medical help, or relatives who traveled from small localities to stay with Parvin and Sirus until their illness has healed. In 1979, when extremists came to power in Iran, Revolutionary Guards attacked Parvin and Sirus's home with the intention of kidnapping Sirus. Parvin saw them before entering her house and arranged with Baha'i neighbors so they would be at the door to tell Sirus not to enter the house. Parvin managed to help her husband escape this arrest. Revolutionary Guards knew that Sirus has been elected to be member of National Spiritual Assembly of Baha'is of Iran before Sirus was informed by the election committee. Revolutionary Guards would put a big gun on Parvin's chest and head and threaten her to be killed and to tell them where her husband was. And her answer at that attack was always, "Is my blood worth more than Dr. Samandari's blood? Or Mr. Astani's?" Parvin, Sirus, and me lived in hiding for 18 months after this attack until Sirus was arrested, along with 7 others, National Spiritual Assembly of Baha'is in Iran in the last meeting. Cyrus and the rest of NSA of Iran, 7 members of NSA of Iran, arrested and were executed by Islamic government of Iran on December 27, 1981. After Parvin's husband was killed, Parvin dealt with the persecution with great courage and audacity. Since Baha'is don't have right to have a lawyer in Iran, she would consult with a lawyer previously and consult with Yaron, the acting NSA of Iran at that time, and would go to government offices until she could get back her house from Muslim extremists. And many times when she would go to their office, they would put her gun on her chest and head. And would tell her that they would kill her. And she would always tell them that, you killed my husband, I'd rather be dead, so why you don't just kill me? But they never shot. It was always a threat. Parvin is remembered by Iranian Baha'is who know her, especially at that time, as a legend and a lioness. In March 1995, after living 15 years under persecution, Parvin was welcomed and very lovingly lived among Baha'i community of Edmonton for 19 years. And she resided in Canada after that. Parvin loved attending Baha'i gatherings in Edmonton and playing ping pong and visiting Baha'is and having visitors. Parvin won Alberta Tennis Table Championship for seniors in Alberta in 2002 for 55 plus. She passed away peacefully, surrounded by family and friends. Parvin was blessed by Baha'i Blackfoot prayers recited by indigenous Blackfoot elder Baha'is. Shortly after, she ascended from this physical realm to Abha Kingdom. I'm going to read my father's poem for my mother, for Parvin, that was for her birthday. It is translated by Sima Qudusi, but she believes that poetry translation is extremely hard, and I'm not sure if she is willing to share it. 17 بهمن تولد پروین عزیز. روی بنمای تو ای اختر کیهانی من، گوش ده این شعر و غزلخوانی من. وقت روحانیت ای جان ز ضیافت خواندم، روح و جان منی ای دلبر روحانی من. گفتی ای گل که مگر حال پریشان دارم، جز به گیسوی تو ام نیست پریشانی من. بی نیازم دگر از حور و پری در همه عمر، تا شدم محرمت ای شاهد انسانی من. در زمستان ز رخت باغ و بهار است عیان، خط تو سبز لبت لاله نعمانی من. فرودین من اگر 17 بهمن شد، جلوگر از تو شد این معجزه سبحانی من. درج پروین چو به عرش دل من خوش زند، حور و مه بین به تماشای درفشانی من. تا سمندر صفت از آتش عشقت مستم، بهر آن شیوه شیواست غزلخوانی من. اینکه این دل شده سیروس فدای تو شود، سرنوشت است و نوشته است به پیشانی من.
هوالله ای خدای آمرزنده، مادر مهربان مرا گناه بیامرز، قصور عفو فرما، نظر عنایت بنما و در ملکوت خیش داخل کن. خدایا مرا از بد و حیات تربیت نمود، پرورش داد، ولی و مکافات زحمات او ننمودم. تو مکافات فرما، او را حیات ابدیه بخش و در ملکوت خیش عزیز فرما. توی آمرزنده و بخشنده و مهربان. این
Baha'u'llah says, "Ye are even as the bird which soareth with the full force of his mighty wings and with complete and joyous confidence through the immensity of the heavens, until, impelled to satisfy its hunger, it turneth longingly to the water and clay of the earth below it, and having been entrapped in the mesh of its desire, findeth itself impotent to resume its flight to the realms whence it came. Powerless to shake off the burden weighing on its solid wings, that bird, hitherto an inmate of the heavens, is now forced to seek a dwelling place upon the dust. Wherefore, O my servants, defile not your wings with the clay of waywardness and vain desires, and suffer them not to be stained with the dust of envy and hate, that ye may not be hindered from soaring in the heavens of my divine knowledge."
Ey ilahım Allah, ey ilahım, ey ilahım. İşte senin ilahi yüceliğinin heybeti önünde alçak gönüllü ve senin teklik kapında aciz olan bu kulun sana ve ayetlerine inandı. Senin sözlerine tanıklık etti. Senin sevginin ateşiyle tutuştu. Senin engin bilgi denizine daldı. Senin meltemlerinle cezboldu. Sana tevekkül etti. Yüzünü sana çevirdi. Yalvarışını sana sundu. Ve senin affına ve bağışlayıcılığına güvendi. O şimdi fani yaşantıyı bırakıp seni görme arzusuyla ölümsüzlük melekutuna uçtu. Ey Rab, onun makamını yükselt. Onu en yüce rahmetinin otağında koru. Senin görkemli cennetine kabul et ve onun varlığını senin ulu gül bahçende edebileştir ki sırlar aleminde nur denizine dalabilsin. Sen gerçekten de cömertsin, kudretlisin, affedicisin ve ihsan edicisin. Abdülbaha Abbas.
Baha'u'llah says, "And now concerning thy question regarding the soul of man and its survival after death. Know thou of a truth that the soul, after its separation from the body, will continue to progress until it attaineth the presence of God, in a state and condition which neither the revolution of ages and centuries nor the changes and chances of this world can alter. It will endure as long as the kingdom of God, His sovereignty, His dominion and power will endure. It will manifest the signs of God and His attributes. and will reveal his loving kindness and bounty.
Baha'u'llah says, man is the supreme talisman. Lack of a proper education hath, however, deprived him of that which he doth inherently possess. Through a word proceeding out of the mouth of God, he was called into being. By one word more, he was guided to recognize the source of his education. By yet another word, his station and destiny were safeguarded. The great being saith, regard man as a mine rich in gems of inestimable value. Education can alone cause it to reveal its treasures and enable mankind to benefit therefrom. If any man were to meditate on that which the Scriptures sent down from the heaven of God's holy will have revealed, he would readily recognize that their purpose is that all men shall be regarded as one soul, so that the seal bearing the words, "The kingdom shall be God's," may be stamped on every heart, and the light of divine bounty, of grace and mercy may envelop all mankind.
Thank you to all the readers, and thank you, Shohreh Jun, for sharing the life of Parveen Khanum so beautifully with us. We have assigned a little bit of the time for open prayers, but before we do get to open prayers, I'd like to ask Mr. Mushtaq to share a couple of words with us about his memories with Parveen Khanum. After that, we have Shahla Khanum chant a prayer with us, and after that, if anyone wishes to offer a prayer, I ask for you to come up to the podium and to do so. Thank you.
الله با دوستان گرامی و سروران عزیز و ارجمند. سرکار خانم شهره لطف کردند به من اجازه دادند چند کلمه‌ای درباره خانواده ایشون که در تبریز باشون بودم اظهار ادب میکنم به فرد شما عزیزان و اجازه میخوام که این چند دقیقه را به من لطف کردید گوش میدید. متشکرم. ما در سال 1342 و 43 مربی درس اخلاق ما جناب آقای دکتر روشنی که ما در محضرشون بودیم کسب فیض کردیم. تصور کنید که همه این خانواده اون زمان کارمند بودن، شغل دولتی داشتن. احساس کنید که روز جمعه را برای خانواده خیلی مشکل است. ساعت 8:30 صبح روز جمعه منزلش را آماده کنه برای برقراری درس اخلاق. ولی این خانواده با کمال خوشرویی و متانت نزدیک 18 نفر دانش آموز در رده کلاس 11 و 12 را با کمال میل و محبت و خوشرویی قبول می‌کردند و در نهایت آنچنان مهری می‌ورزیدند که همه این 17-18 نفر روز جمعه را روز شماری می‌کردند. ما در محضر این استاد بزرگوار فیض بردیم. یک مطلبی را به من یاد داد و به کلاس یاد داد: هر موقع که درسی یا مطلبی را می‌خوانید سعی کنید با کلام قاطع و بیان نافذ به مخاطبتون ارائه بدید. اگر کلام قاطع و بیان نافذ نشود، اون نفوذ کلام در اون مخاطب نفوذ نمی‌کنه. این یک خاطره‌ای هست که من همیشه به یادم هست و از اون استاد بزرگوار به یادگار دارم. و اما خیلی از دوستان که شرحال دکتر را می‌دانید که مجید شهید در راه دیانت خودش جان و زندگیش رو فدا نمود. و اما برگردیم به بانوی بزرگوار سرکار خانم پروین روشنی شیخ الاسلامی. فکر کنم همه عزیزان پارسبانن. حالا اگر اونایی که بغل دستشون زبان انگلیسی را بلدن میتونن ترجمه کنن. حالا میخوای ترجمه کنی؟
Mr. Moshtaq was in grade 12 children class in Tabriz 8 years before I was born.
2 سال بعد در محضرش.
And 2 years, grade 11 and 12. And he says that even though my father was working in different hospitals over the days, the Friday was only day off, but 8:30 in the morning on Friday, which is the only holiday in Iran, they had their home open to 18 youth who were doing grade 11 and grade 12 Baha'i children class. I shouldn't say children class, it's a youth group, but
درس اخلاق دیگه.
درس اخلاق. In Iran they call all of it the same thing. I think I said everything, did I?
تا اینجا شما گفتیم، بقیه‌اش من میگم.
بفرم.
بعد دیگه صفات جلیله و برازنده آقای دکتر اگر بخوایم شرح بدیم باید وقتهای زیادی داره که ما مزاحم شما نمیشیم و الله برگردیم به صفات بارز این بانوی بزرگوار سرکار خانم پروین روشنی شیخ الاسلامی. فامیلش شیخ الاسلامی بود. اکثر ضیافت‌ها در تبریز در حضیرت القدس اون موقع دایر میشد. این بانوی بزرگوار وقتی وارد مجلس محفل ضیافت میشد، اولین کسانی را ملاقات میکرد که یک مقدار از نظر مادی هر جامعه وجود داره یک کمی پایین تر بودن. تک تک این عزیزان را ملاقات میکرد و احساسات درونیشون را به اینها القا میکرد. بودن کسانی که مثل اینا بودن در این تبریز، من هرگز ندیدم. آدم که جوونه همیشه جویا و پویای اینه که شخصیت‌ها چجوری برخورد میکنن به انسان‌ها. هر شخصیت که در رده بالا هست باید توجه به آن چیزی که حضرت بهاءالله فرموده: قلوب را با مهربانی خودتون تصرف کنید و الله چیزی از شما کم نخواهد شد. این بانوی بزرگوار همیشه متواضع بود و خوشبختم که در این مدتی که ما در تبریز بودیم مزاحم خانواده اونا بودیم و با روی گشاده درشون باز در منزل باز بود برای درس اخلاق و خوشبختانه وقتی که کوچ اجباری شد اومدیم کانادا، ایشون در ادمنتون تشریف داشتن و اومدن کلگری. ما به کدومشون منزل ما همیشه منور میشد. وقتی می اومد چهره بشاش رو ما زیارت میکردیم ما یک معنویت خاصی را به ما القا میکرد. روح شاد، قرین رحمت الهی. از شوهر خانمم متشکرم که به من وقت دادن، چند لحظه وقت عزیزان را گرفتم. الله اکبر.
Mr. Moshtaq continued that in that time, I think the years that he's talking about it after Second World War, that everywhere was really hard financially. And he said Parvin was from a rich family, like my grandfather. And then when he married my dad, I think they were kind of average, but similar families like that, they wouldn't talk to people who were not as financially like them, similar. They would have attitude, they would look down on people, never would listen to other Baha'is who were more poor. And he says that my mom would always listen to everybody and try to figure out, what the problems are, if assembly could help them or something else. I think he continued that in Edmonton too. I remember there was a while that anybody who wanted to cry would call my mom and say why they're sad, and if she could figure something out, she would report it to assembly that something sad is happening. And when my mom stayed with us after she got ill, Mr. Moshtaq's family hosted Azerbaijani devotional, which has been going on, and people who are in it, we are from Iran or Azerbaijan, we are Baha'is or people who have no religion, but we feel we are all related, we feel we are close relatives. And he says that he felt spiritually uplifted when he saw my mother. Thank you.
یک کلامی هم داشتن یه روز تعریف میکردن که با آقای شهریار که الان در این اول جلسه شعرشون رو خوندیم اینجا، شهریار شاعر آذربایجانی، یه روز بچه دار میشن، پسردار میشن، میگه رفتیم برای دیدنشون و تبریک بهش بگیم، گفتیم که مبارک باش قدوم پسرتون. شهریار برگشت به من گفت که بله قدومش مبارکه، اسمش هادی گذاشتم شماها را هدایت کنه، یعنی به بهایر. میگه من برگشتم گفتم که تو که هدایت نشدی پسرت هم نمیتونه هدایت کنه.
الله اکبر. هو الله. ای یاران الهی و ماه رحمانی، نام مبارک محبوب بی همتا، جمال ابها را در نهایت جذب و وله به یاد آرید و زبان بگشایید تا ساحت دل از اندوه آب و گل مقدس و منزه شود و روحانیت کبری جلوه نماید. آیات توحید
اشراق کند و فیض جدید نازل شود و تأیید شدید حاصل گردد. نام او درمان هر دردی است و حرارت بخش هر سردی. دریاغ اعظم است و طلسم اکرم. زندگی دو جهان است و نجات دهنده گمراهان. الیوم این اسم مقدس حرز عالمیان است و پناه آدمیان. نغمه الهی است و رنه رحمانی. پس یاران با وفا نعره یا به حال پا برآرید و ای طالبان جمال کبریا به افق اعلی توجه کنید. دمی میاسایید و نفسی بر نیارید مگر به محبت او و موهبت او و ترویج آیات او و اثبات بینات او. این است مغناطیس تایید، این است قوه جاذبه توفیق.
و لبها ای جان فشان یار بی نشان، هزار عارفان در جستجوی او، ولی محروم و مهجور از روی او. اما تو یافتی، تو شناختی، تو نرد خدمت باختی و کار خود ساختی و علم فوز و فلاح افراختی. طرف حکایتی و غریب بشارتی. آنان که جستند نیافتند، آنان که نشستند یافتند. استغفرالله. جستجویشان جستجوی سیراب بود، نه تشنگان، و طلبشان طلب عاقلان بود، نه عاشقان. عاقلان خوش چین از سر لیلی غافلند، کین کرامت نیست جز مجنون خرمنسوز را. عاشق نشسته به از عاقل متحرک، والبها علیک. عبدالبها عباس.
O my God, thou forgiver of sins, bestower of gifts, dispeller of affliction, verily I beseech thee to forgive the sins of such as have abandoned the physical garment and have ascended to the spiritual world. O my Lord, purify them from trespasses, dispel their sorrows, and change their darkness into light. Cause them to enter the garden of happiness. Cleanse them with the most pure water, and grant them to behold thy splendors on the loftiest mount. Abdul-Baha.
Allahumma ya Sabur, ya Qudus, ya An-Nur, ya Mannan. Allahumma ya Sabur, ya Qudus, ya An-Nur, ya Mannan. Farij lana bil
Once again, thank you, everyone. We will be going to read the obligatory prayer for the departed. I'm not sure, how are we doing the burial after? I remember you told me that everyone will be going with their own car, but is there a specific time that we are going, or?
We're supposed to be there at 3:30.
At 3:30?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I think if we finish latest at 3, that would be good. I think there's one person was, you're saying
Yeah, that's
prayer.
yeah.
Yeah. So 3:30 is the time that they were expecting. We are only allowed to be there from 3:30 to 4:15.
Okay, so I think after the prayer, the prayer for the obligatory prayer for departed, we'll have the refreshment, or is that coming when we come back?
No, that's when we come back.
Okay, so we will at 3:00 we will be going to the cemetery, and then once we will come back here after. If you wish to share more prayers, that will be the time, and there will be refreshment at the time and socialization.
So right now it's 2:20.
Yeah.
The prayer would last not more than 10 minutes.
So first we'll say the prayer for the departed. نماز میت رو میخونیم. بعد اگه کسی خواست میتونه مراجعه کنه. Okay. Thank you.
Please stand up, everyone.
If you if this is not obligated.
If you wish to. یا الهی هذه امتك وابنة امتك الذي آمنت بك وبآياتك وتوجهت إليك منقطعا صواك إنك أنت أرحم الراحمين أسألك يا غفار الذنوب وستار العيوب بأن تعمل به ما ينبغي لسماع جودك وبحر إفضالك وتدخله في جوار رحمتك الكبرى التي سبقت الأرض والسماء لا إله إلا أنت الغفور الكريم الله أبها إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون إنا كل لله عابدون الله أكبر إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون إنا كل لله الساجدون الله أكبر إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إنا كل لله قانتون إلا كل لله قانتون الله أبها إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إلا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون إنا كل لله ذاكرون الله أبها إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إلا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون إنا كل لله شاكرون الله أبها إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله الصابرون إنا كل لله صابرون.
هو الله تعالی. پروردگارا و آمرزگارا، نفس نفیسی به ملکوت شهود صعود نمود و از خاکدان فانی به جهان جاودانی شتافت. میهمان جدید است عزیز فرما، بنده قدیم است خلعت بدی عطا کن. ای بی نیاز بیامرز و بنواز و به خلوتگاه راز راه ده و در محفل تجلی همدم و دمساز نما. تویی بخشنده و مهربان و تویی آمرزنده و نوازنده و توانا. این
هو پا ای جان نثار جمال قدم، در سایه اسم اعظمی و در ظل شجره اکرم. دیگر چه غم، این بخشش خداوندی را جمیع پیشینیان آرزو می نمودند. حال تو با آن فائز گشتی، پس ستایش کن حضرت مقصود را. عبدالبها عباس.
Thank you very much taking the risk driving in this bad weather to get here. I know there was many cars in the ditch and it wasn't safe. You're really courageous to make it even though live streaming was available. من میخوام از همتون تشکر کنم که تو این واقعا رانندگی خطرناک راهها انقدر بد بود و خیلی ماشینا توی جوب رفته بودن اینجا تشریف آوردین، خیلی قلب ما رو شاد کردین. I would especially like to thank my friends Mashid, Tahir, Layli, Shahla June, Mrs. and Mr. Mushtaq, Kumar, Susan, Mrs. Qadusi, Shabnam June, Susan, Charkhande, all of you came a long way and prepared the halwa. I don't know how to make halwa. And as a child, because Shahryar, the poet, from Iran, is cousin of my mother's father. And the Haydar Baba poem was something that was always read. And even though I cannot read Azerbaijani, I know it by heart. But I had a really hard time finding it because I don't even know what to spell. I just know it by heart. So Layli helped me finding it, and I could get it too. And we were lucky to find an MC that knows all three languages and can actually read. I'm very glad that our relatives in Europe and Australia would be watching this. Shahryar is very loved by my family, very loved by my father, and we have lots of respect for Shahryar. And of course, all the poets. But I just wanted to clarify this, why we have Azerbaijani poem. Thank you very much, everybody. Shabnam would be guiding us for the rest of what we will be doing.
ببخشین دوستان، ساعت 3 ما از اینجا میتونیم حرکت کنیم به سمت سمتری. تقریبا 15 دقیقه زمان داریم. چای هست، خرما هست، فکر میکنم یه مقداری رفرش حلوا هستش. لطفا از خودتون توی این 15 دقیقه پذیرایی کنین. بعد همگی با هم میریم به سمت سمتری. بعد هر کس که میتونه برگرده اینجا در خدمتتون هستیم. و شب شام همینطور. Friends, we have about 15 minutes. There will be some refreshments, some tea. Please help yourselves within the 15 minutes, and then we will be heading out towards the cemetery at 3 o'clock sharp. And then once we're done there, we can come back here afterwards.
O thou forgiving God, forgive the sin of my loving mother. Pardon her shortcomings. Cast upon her the glance of thy gracious providence, and enable her to gain admittance into thy kingdom, and enable her to gain admittance into thy kingdom. Oh God, from the earliest days of my life, she educated and nurtured me. From the earliest days of my life, she educated and nurtured me, yet I did not recompense her for her toil and labor, yet I did not recompense her for her toil and labor. Do thou reward her by granting her eternal life, and making her exalted in thy kingdom. Do thou reward her by granting her eternal life, and making her exalted in thy kingdom. Verily thou art the forgiver, the bestower, and the kind. O thou forgiving God, verily thou art the forgiver, the bestower,